Okay, first lesson, how to shuffle chips. The only thing about shuffling chips when you play poker is it's a dead giveaway that you know a little bit about the game. When most people can key in on that, and that's how they know that you're a good player. And once you're labeled as a good player, it's harder to get wins in the game or sessions because people know that you know what you're doing, and it's harder for them to defeat you. But I will show you how to shuffle the chips. So first you start off with a stack. It doesn't matter. Just make sure it's not too much because then it'll be harder to bring up. So we're going to start with 10 chips, 5 and 5. So you break them down. You can eyeball it like that. Now you grab both chips and lightly bring them up with your middle finger, lightly. And once they fall into place, you do it again. It's not really that hard. I mean, you see people do it at the table. So what I try to do is not shuffle my chips when I play, as long as I can. I usually give in after about 5-10 minutes, sometimes longer. But it's also a game of what you give away. And what you give away is not a positive note. So you want to do as less things related to knowing the game as you can. I hope you're following me. I know I'm speaking a little bit advanced here, but anyway. So that's how you shuffle the chips. Yeah, pretty much the game is pretty simple. I mean, it's gotten really easy to play, easy to read people. I mean, people use the same tricks over and over. I see it all day, and they're just old. There's nothing new that people are putting into the game. So I'm just here exposing like a little bit about it. Let's deal a hand. Show you a couple tricks. So just shuffle the deck. Deal myself a hand. Deal you a hand. Here's your hand. Check what I got. I'm gonna raise 30. You can't call. I didn't see your card, so we're just gonna play it like that. See if I can beat you without looking. I'm all in. Let's see if you would call. King Jack, you probably fold. You want to see what I have? I have King 7. I knew you weren't going to call. Let's run it out. Obviously, you have the higher hand. You have King Jack. But you can see from pre-flop, if you did call the 30, you weren't calling the all-in. So I extracted $30 from you. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, here's a couple moves that I'd like to show you that are pretty basic moves in the game of poker. So, say you have two of the same suited cards, right? And the flop is 4 of spades, 6 of clubs, and say a 3 of spades. All right, that's the hand. So when the flop comes out, you should most likely check here. All right. If not, yeah, you should check here. But if somebody bets, say they bet 30, right? This board is a little trickier because it's 4-6-3. There's easily 5-7 or 5-8, depending on the beginning of the hand. You don't know. It could be a regular no raised pot, so everybody limped, so they can have 5-7, 5-8. But depending on the situation, when someone bets 30 here, and say it was raised 15 pre-flop, and someone raises 30 here, most likely your move would be to raise. because you wanna kind of pull out some information on what they have. I mean, I would raise right here about 2/3 of their bet. So if they bet 30, I'd raise about 65, 70. I'll test you because I want to see, are you really willing to play for what you have? If you just have a 5, are you going to put another $60 in there to see the 5? And if the 5 doesn't hit on the next one, it's a jack. So this is a good time to go all in. You're trying to put the clamps on them, so to speak. You know what that means. It's all about pressure. You gotta extract as much money as you can, but you have to apply a lot of pressure to these people. It is a game of chess, and you want to always be the queen, even though that sounds bad. The queen can move 1 step, or it can move 9 steps. It can go across the board, or it can go halfway across the board. I know you like, because I'm a guy, I should be referencing the king, but the king moves only 1 step at a time. I mean, if you're a millionaire, you're a king, because you only have to move 1 step at a time, or you can just stand there and let the pawns move. See what I'm saying? It's also a game about people. It's not like you see in the movies. The game isn't really about your cards. It's about knowing the people. Once you know people, it's a walk in the park. If you want to check back or leave a comment on what video you'd like to see next pertaining to anything, it doesn't have to be cards. It could be anything you want. Leave a comment. I'll make a video, give you my thoughts. You know? Oh yeah, that's it. Let's leave you with a little music before you leave though. Okay.